What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to Robert Garcia Unfiltered. We had a big fight over the weekend. Not too many people were happy going into it. Didn't seem like anybody was really happy after the fight either. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, the exhibition fight, not a real fight. It was an exhibition fight going into it. There was obviously no winner, no losers, no knockdowns, no none of that stuff. There's a bunch of rules going into it. I don't know if people actually saw the all that stuff going into it. So I don't know why they were really upset. You saw the fight? What did you think about the fight itself?
See, us that we knew the rules and we knew how it was promoted as an exhibition. So for me, I'm okay with it. They had an exhibition. They announced it as an exhibition. We knew they were gonna wear bigger gloves. There was no judges. Nobody was gonna win. No matter what, it was gonna be an exhibition. So it's part of entertaining. Like Mayweather says, he's not gonna fight again. He's gonna entertain. He's just gonna make a lot of money. But a lot of people, mostly everybody that doesn't know boxing, all the boxing people we knew, and a lot of them probably didn't even pay for it. But all the other just people that are not too involved with boxing, and they see Mayweather returning and this Paul guy, it's Logan or Jake? Logan Paul, being so popular, people thought it was a real fight. A lot of people did, even they probably don't even know the difference between an exhibition and a fight. They thought it was a real fight. A lot of people,
the general public, the majority of the people,
thought it was going to be a real fight, and they thought they were going to see a real fight. A lot of people, we as boxing fans,
we understood it was an exhibition.
We knew it was an exhibition, but it was, but even an exhibition could have been a little more exciting. It was,
the fight itself was boring.
It's just boring, man. It sucked. Too much fucking holding. It just didn't. Exhibitions still put a little bit of action in there. Fucking.
Yeah, but it's a Mayweather fight.
But it's always Mayweather always fight like that. So.
Mayweather didn't take chances in real fights. He's not gonna take any chances in exhibition fights. I don't know why people thought he was gonna take
a guy that's 35 pounds heavier. Plus Mayweather, he said it himself. He's never gonna fight again. His body's not. It's not like he was when he was in his 20s.
Yeah, no, of course not. He said it himself going into the fight. He said it's a legalized bank robbery.
Exactly.
He said it himself. I don't know why people thought anything was gonna be different. But again, you said it right now about Mayweather. He said himself that his body was just breaking down. He's not gonna fight a real. He at this point he won't be able to compete with as great as Mayweather was 5-6 years ago. He will not be able to compete with the guys like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, some of these guys anymore. His body can't do it anymore, and that's nothing against him because his body just can't. He's older. He's a lot older now.
He's been boxing since he was a kid. How many training camps? How many world title matches? How many injuries, running, for so many years, 30 plus years that he's been doing that. His body's tired. His his bones are hurting.
He told
us this, 5-6 years ago, when he came to our gym. We had a talk. Him, Mikey, and myself. We were talking about it.
He was trying to sign Mikey.
He was trying to sign Mikey. When Mikey became free agent from Top Rank, then Mayweather was one that came to the gym, and he came a couple times. But I remember that one time we sat by ourselves together, and we told him, okay, you want to do something with Mikey? Let's do like something at 3. I don't remember the number, but
this is like a 5-fight deal.
3 or 5 fight something 5-fight deal with the 5th fight being against Mayweather.
Against
Mikey versus
Mike told him directly.
Mike told him, look, let's do a 5-fight deal with the fifth fight being against you. Pretty much, I'm signing. You're gonna be my promoter, but I'm gonna fight you in my 5th fight. And he told us, he laughed and he says, I'm never gonna fight again. This was 5-6 years ago. He says, my body's already tired. My bones are hurting. You guys don't understand. I'm in pain. He told us, I'm in pain. So 6 years later, I don't think he's gotten any better. He just did this exhibition. He was very cautious, very defensive, like he always has been. He doesn't, he's making $100 million, so why not? Knowing that it's an exhibition, he's not going to get hurt because he's not. He's
not going to take any chances.
Whatever Paul did, he was ready for it very defensive. So he never really got hit bad or anything. So he's just a smart man making a lot of money. But he did tell us that 6 years ago. So, he says, no, there's no way I'm going to fight. My body's not, you guys don't understand. I'm in pain. My body's in pain. I can't fight anymore. So he said no to that one. So of course, these are just, he's doing what he said. He's legally robbing banks. Yeah. And that's what he's doing, making $100 million a fight.
Can't blame him for that shit. That's a lot of money.
Fuck no. Logan Paul, fucking same shit. He fucking talked to.
He went 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather.
That's all he's gonna talk about. He went 8
rounds with Floyd Mayweather.
So for him, that was a win. Even though it was an exhibition, 99% of the world thought it was a real fight, and they were excited about it. They were looking forward to it for the past 2 months. Yeah. They were, they couldn't wait for this fight. Us that know boxing, those that that bought it, that paid for it, we knew what we were getting into.
You bought it because you had nothing to do on Sunday. You wanted to watch a little bit of entertainment.
Like going to the movies.
It's like buying WrestleMania, like buying SummerSlam.
You buy
Royal Rumble.
We buy Royal Rumble, once a year. SummerSlam once a year. So this is the same shit. But yeah, it's just that's just the regular people don't think that they really thought it was a real fight.
For Logan Paul on their side of it, obviously this is a big thing going on in boxing right now, the YouTubers and fighting and stuff. And we'll be posting videos soon because we've actually been training one of these YouTubers, Tanner Fox. He has a big following on YouTube, over 10.5 million subscribers. He lives right here in Temecula. I've been training him for a few weeks. You helped him out yesterday. He's actually fighting this Saturday, June 12th, on a full card. The full card is YouTubers versus TikTokers. Yeah. He's fighting, I forget the guy's name. I forget the guy's name. But he's been coming to the gym. He hits me up on Sundays to come work out. He comes work out 4 times a week right now. He's on his own. He's working out every day. He has an MMA coach that's training him.
It's going to be a fun show because neither of those are professional fighters. So
it's against each other.
They're going to be against each other. So they're going to beat
all novice.
They're going to beat the shit out of each other, and their fans are going to pay to watch it on pay-per-view. So they're going to have fun. They're going to enjoy.
Tanner Fox.
Their fans, and I don't even know how many fights there's going to be.
Like 6 fights on the card.
6 fights, so 12 YouTubers or TikTokers have millions of fans.
All of them have
millions of followers. So there's going to be a lot of people watching. Those people watching, 99% don't know boxing. So they're going to enjoy the fucking fights.
We were talking about this
yesterday. They're going to
beat
the shit out of each other.
We were talking about this yesterday. Tanner Fox, from the what I know of talking to him, and not just him, but the kids at the gym that we train, they're huge fans of his, right? And I didn't know he was this big of a deal when he started coming to the gym working out. I didn't know he was this huge. All the kids love him. He showed up at the gym one day a little bit late, and the kids rushed him and took pictures. And he was a really cool guy.
He's a really cool.
His thing is he does a lot of he races fast cars. He'll do tricks on a scooter where he does backflips, and a lot of his videos.
He's taking a lot of chances. A lot of his breaking his head, falling, breaking his bones.
Exactly. That's what most of these videos are. And my grandpa was saying yesterday, he's like, how good could a pay-per-view like that do? He's like, none of these guys know how to, like, none of them are boxers. And we told them, we're like, look, Tanner Fox has 10 million subscribers. The Paul brothers have 20 million subscribers each, whatever. If they build up just a little heated rivalry between the main event is Bryce Hall versus Austin McBroom. Austin McBroom, his followers, and Bryce Hall, his followers, they start talking a little bit smack to each other, the fighters and stuff, and their followers just want to see them in a fight. They watch them do other stuff. They watch them race cars and jump off of crap and just do all these crazy stunts. They want to see them fight. But I was gonna ask you for your opinion on the whole YouTuber thing, because a lot of like the boxing people don't like it or they're really against it. Logan Paul's brother Jake, he's the one that's 3-0 I think now. 4-0. He knocked out Ben Askren in his last fight. His next fight he's fighting Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley was a good MMA fighter. He's lost like his last 5 straight UFC fights in the UFC. He was a world champ for a while. He could punch. Ben Askren was not a good puncher. He a good boxer. Nothing with his hands. He was a wrestler. Tyron Woodley can box. But you get a lot of the people talking smack, but he's like 4-0 and he's fighting a guy that's 0-0 from MMA. Like, what do you think about it?
They can't fight much. That's the way to build up a record. We have our guys in the gym. Like, perfect example. I asked Javi Martinez. I said, you're 4-0.
And Javi was an Olympic. He was supposed to go to the Olympics.
He was supposed to go to the Olympics. Javi, and I told him, you're 4-0. From those four opponents, how many have been MMA guys? MMA fighters.
Still like 3.
2 of them. He says 2 of them. Same shit.
And guys, and those are MMA fighters that aren't very good.
Paul's doing the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, that guys can't fucking fight. They go into professional boxing and the commission's giving them license. Yeah. They can't fight worth shit.
No, they can't.
They get their ass knocked down. Mm-hmm. And that's what there's
Jake Paul's doing the same thing.
Jake Paul's doing the same fucking shit. The only difference is he's just a lot
more popular. He's a lot more popular.
So why are people already, you know, calling him out and he should fight somebody this and that?
He's 3-0, 4-0.
Guys with 4 fights, don't do that unless you're fucking Lomachenko. Besides that, you know, until you're 15, you know, then that's when you start taking chances. So
he's got 11 more fights.
I think he's doing just what everybody else does. Just that people are hating that he's making fucking millions. He's selling a lot of pay-per-views. He's a fucking popular dude. So he's just, that's the only difference. He's fighting the same type of guys that Javi Martinez is fighting, that Espino is fighting, that, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He's fighting the same type of guys that Mikey fought when he was 5-0, 10-0. He's fighting the same type of guys that Mayweather fought when Mayweather was fucking, you know, 3, 4, 5-0.
But he's just more popular than everybody. That's the only problem with that people have. That he's
fighting the same guys that Chavez fought when he was 50-0.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah. Chavez was world champ fighting guys that were like 0-2 and shit.
Exactly.
So I don't know why people are pissed off at him.
Why people pissed off at him? You know, no.
Just because he's
with him, he's doing exactly what everybody else does. They pick the right opponents.
Hey, but he's in a real fight in his next one. The guy Tyron Woodley, he could actually
it's only his 5th fight. He's actually doing something that nobody else does.
He's fighting. Okay, Javi and these guys, and most of these, and this isn't just, we're just picking Javi and Espino because they're in our gym and we know them. But everybody else does this.
Everybody.
But the guys that they're fighting
How many guys go to Tijuana?
Exactly. Those guys suck. Yeah.
They like 15 fights in Tijuana.
Yeah, Ryan too.
Ryan.
So these guys are fighting guys that are MMA fighters, but MMA fighters that aren't very good in MMA.
Yeah.
This guy's fighting a former UFC world champ. UFC world champ, not just a UFC fighter or he was, you know, 50-50, right? No, a former UFC, and he defended his title like 5 times. Like, he was a legit, and he had knockouts. He's a good puncher. So he's in a real fight in his next one. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't have a problem with all these YouTubers and stuff. Like I said, with the kid Tanner Fox,
he's gonna go like whoever, I don't even know who he's fighting, but they're gonna beat the shit out of each other, man.
Rylan Storms.
Okay, Storms.
I don't know.
They're gonna beat the shit out of each other. All the YouTube card
it's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be good. They're all gonna be good fights. They're all gonna beat the shit out of each other. They're gonna swing. They're not gonna know how to throw a fucking jab, but they're gonna beat the shit out of it, and that's what the fans are gonna want to watch. They're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, it's good. You know,
not to be mad at them, man.
And like I said, one of the things, these guys are taking it serious. Like I told you that they didn't want us posting some of the videos yet because of some stuff that we can't talk about yet. But whatever. We'll be posting videos on Saturday after the fight of some of his training and stuff. But he's hitting me up on Sunday. Hey, bro, what are you doing anything? Can you train me today at 10? He comes into the gym and trains.
Yeah,
he's doing mitts. He's doing sparring.
He waits there for the kids. He's even invited some of the kids to go eat.
He invited Alvin to go eat with them one of the days.
To go have something to eat. He's a great kid, man. That kid is, you know, he comes in and he's, you know,
says what's up to everybody. And talks to everybody.
Talks to my dad. My dad already been talking to him and everything. Nah, he's a good dude, man. And, you know, we're going to be tuning in for that show too. Yeah,
but... Yeah, I don't know. It's a big thing right now with the exhibition bouts and stuff. I don't really have a problem with them as long as they're even. Unless it's like we're getting if
Mayweather would have been a sanctioned fight
against one, then that's a problem. Stupid. But as long as those guys are exhibitions, or even if they do real fights, the way Jake Paul's doing, match them up correctly, and they're matching them up correctly.
Then or there's YouTubers versus.
Yeah, they're matching them up correctly.
They're matching
as long as they match them up correctly. Yeah, there's worse mismatches in fucking Tijuana than this. There's way worse mismatches. So yeah. Again, that does it for this episode. Again, I'll be posting videos because the Tanner Fox fight is this Saturday, June 12th. I'll be posting some of the training footage and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys tune in June 12th because he's representing RGBA. He has another coach that he had from Temecula that was with him, but he was coming here 3 times a week, roughly 3-4 times a week. He's doing some sparring and stuff. But hope you guys enjoy it. And again, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you guys soon.